Okay, welcome to Chizzuk from Chassidus, Baruch Hashem. We're going to learn b'schus the fact that we are Chaim, we're alive, we're Baruch Hashem living in Eretz Yisrael. We're at Erev Purim and Mamish in the special days where the Havamina, where we could read the Megillah, Yud Aleph, Yud Beis, Yud Gimel, Adar, special days leading up to Purim, Erev Purim. And we thought because of the Zman that we're in and we're davening together in the Shtibel and the family minyan, we thank them. It was the most awesome Shabbos. You know, a lot of the shuls unfortunately had to close, and officially, shuls do have to be closed. But unofficially, the Shtibel's open, Baruch Hashem, Ashrecha and Tov Lecha, Balam Hazeh, Balam Haba. We appreciate it, and we do have to have sensitivity for all the people that are davening B'Yechidus and Amina Shamayim. So at Pelayoetz, it says during Purim, your tefillas will be miskabel, even if you daven Yechidus, daven by yourself. And so all those people's tefillas should be miskabel, because remember, we're all emes, we're all united souls, we're all together, we're arevim zelazah, we're all one am echad, we're together. That was the kitrug from Haman to Achashverosh upon us, that we in the end we stick together with, even recent anti-Semites have said such things about us. But that's the panemius of Am Yisrael, that's the strength of us. We're always together on a ruchnius level, on a shama level, and our tefillah should be miskabel, whether we're by ourselves or in the family minyan, in the shtibel, being most nefesh to daven. Just had a beautiful shachris today as well, after a crazy night, a crazy Shabbos with all the sirens, and Hashem Shemreinu, Baruch Hashem is protecting us. And for those who have been chas v'sholem hurt or injured in Tel Aviv, we daven for their full shlema, and any other places where people are going through emotional, mental, financial, spiritual hardships. We should daven for refuahs and yeshuas. We're in a war, it's not simple, and we have to be a little bit more serious in that way, but at the same time we have to have the simcha, mishanik mitzada, marbim b'simcha, we have to increase the simcha, and this is the shir from Chizzuk from Chassidus. And Baruch Hashem, we're on our way to the Har HaBayis, Beis Hashem, and we're going in the path of Rabbi Nachman ben Feigrach ben Simcha. He's the chosen tzaddik today. We already had last week from Moshe Rabbeinu's very special Hilula. We saw the Hashgacha Pratis. It was talking about Ra'ad Emunah, the faithful shepherd, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai was bringing down from the Zohar the idea of Moshe Rabbeinu he's leading us through the Golis, through the Midbar to the Eretz HaKodesh, to the Promised Land, and bringing us back to our Shorish, and getting rid of all the judgments, all the dinim, through the Divrei Tzadikim, the Divrei Chachamim, Munas Chachamim, and we was mechazik in that last week. And Min Hashamayim, it continues as we get to the last part. We mentioned by Shimon Yochai, he doesn't have the rainbow. He didn't need the rainbow, because the words of it that they were giving over created that same bris, that same light that would take away the judgments. That right now it's very appropriate as everything we learn. Hashgacha Pratis Elyona. We see how again Hashgacha Shleima Hashem is revealing in our learning. We only get to learn once a week on Rabbi Nachman, once a week later on Bez Hashem after Mincha Mar. Please go. We'll learn Tanya, and it's mamish min hashamayim exactly what we need to hear. That it's saying here, I will see and remember her, the everlasting covenant. For light is called a secret. Now we said or is the gematria raz, is called a secret. What happens? It gets rid of the anger towards the sun. Which is also a pasuk that's connected in the Megillah. Shechocha, the kol kasuvim, all the kisarim, all the crowns and all the kasuvim, everything that happens is kacha. We mentioned in the shir recently by Rav Shlomo, the idea that everything's not whatever. It seems like kacha, but it's really exactly what's supposed to be happening. Personally, already it is looking very, very, very likely, almost 99 to 100% that Nissan Black won't be going to America, even though Erev Shabbos he posted he would. So that's for me a personal challenge, because we had big bookings there, etc. Everything that's going on is exactly how it's supposed to be. And Hashem's going to be mashlim, is going to give us what we need, because there's a much bigger picture going on than our personal panasa, than our personal, agmas nefesh, having the gym open, the swimming pool, whatever it is for each person, what they need to have their normal shul. Baruch Hashem, we have the family minyan. It's not a second-rate option, it's a first-rate l'chachila option. So I thank Hashem that even like the last Iran war, we spent all we're here together. And we even had the whole Shah family, who was actually the schus that I started this chavusa. So it continues on that light with Eliyahu Shah. Misha asa lavush ne'al sadik. Judgments are also mitigated, said Rabbi Nachman in Torah Mem Beis, the third part now, that those who provide tzaddik nice garments, levush na'eh, ayidezeh nimtak adinim, you get rid of the judgments. Who would have thought that with such a hashgacha pratis, we're talking about something very deep, very kabbalistic, very panemius, as Rabbi Nachman would, that by giving garments to a tzaddik, you get rid of the judgments. You know, the missiles don't land on Jewish people just by giving charity to a tzaddik, by helping a tzaddik, by having mamin and a tzaddik, hamamunas achomim. That gets rid of these crazy political wars that are going on in the world. On a deeper level, we see that it's all Purim. It's all Purimdik. And the next Torah, we will go into a little bit more detail in a second, but the next Torah is talking about Gamzeh Bechinas Tekiyas, the shofar blast. What another Hashgacha pratis? Ki Tekiyas Shavayim Trua. Haim Avos Avram Yitzchak Yaakov Simonach Kashet Hainut HaTekiyah. He's talking about the shofar blowing. And the shofar blast is another way to get rid of the judgments. You know, the first thing my son did after Shabbos, blow the shofar. Usually we don't blow the shofar at night, but that was the energy. We're feeling an energy. Everyone's feeling an energy right now. And he's blowing the shofar. The shofar's blowing. And as we said Shabbos in the Shtibah, we said every single siren, every single blast that we're hearing right now is another shofar blast. Let's hear it what it really, Panemius, is. It's Hashem waking us up more and more, bringing us closer, getting rid of the judgments. So how's it connect into getting rid of the king's wrath towards the sun? The sun is us, and the queen is the Shekhinah, and the light of the Divrei Tzadikim, and the light of the rainbow, the light of the covenant we have from Avram Yitzchak Yaakov gets rid of the judgment. How does it work in terms of the clothing? First, we're going to just explain this concept of getting rid of the anger from the king by connecting more to the tzaddik. The study of Kabbalah is indeed very important. It says in the Zohar, woe to those who think that the Torah is mere stories, Boba God forbid. Every word of Torah is extremely lofty and contains deep secrets. And also, in something I learned from Rav Moshe Wilson, he said Torah not only is it contains such deep secrets, but it gets rid of the judgments as well. It gets rid of the judgments. How? Because the Torah is connected to Yumas Joshua's Behem. We just said it before davening. Rabbi Yishmael Omer. Rabbi Yishmael says there's 13 ways to darish the Torah. It's Dafka B'nai Yishmael, the ones who are throwing the missiles, because they took on the clip of Yishmael. They're the ones throwing on the missiles at us. So B'nai Yishmael are the ones, comes out of Rabbi Yishmael, Dafka Hamtaka from Yishmael, and teaches us that Yugim Joshua Behem, the way we darshan the Torah, brings out Yugim Serachimim, which we just said today. The new thing that we're saying, according to Rimon, we have a special nusach, Avinu Malkeinu, and then we say Yom Sarachim, even though we wouldn't usually say Tachanan, well, at least when some of the Chassidus minhagim during these days. But we're saying Yom Sarachim, Baruch Hashem, to get rid of the judgments and bring down the mercy, so that these missiles don't come anywhere near us. Right now there's a sun, but it's not here. It's like it's here. Well, hopefully we're in a safe place. This Hashem, Aaron Kodesh, the schus of learning. Anyway, every word of Torah is extremely lofty, contains deep secrets. To some people, it has to do with the Torah garments, which conceal its deeper meaning. But what I'm trying to say is that the garments is actually something real. You feel it, you see it. So too, the idea of the learning Torah brings out mercy. It actually affects change. It's not just an intellectual experience. For just as God resides within everything in this world is hidden, so that man should seek him, the Torah's deep secrets are hidden and must be sought after. In particular, by having a munah in the very great tzaddikim, at the same time, I point out, because the concepts which Kabbalah speaks are very profound, we don't really understand them. So not everyone can plumb its depths and successfully find the godliness. In fact, without a broad Torah proficiency, including knowledge of halakha and observance of mitzvahs, is very nigh impossible. It's true, when you look at halakha and how big Torah is, you see the Mishnah Berurah just on Hilchos Shabbos, you're like, can I really keep Shabbos properly with all the ruby halachas? Can I really do all this, do all that? And we right now, we want only good vibes towards Am Yisrael. So what do? We connect ourselves, he's going to say, when we connect ourselves, those seemingly distant from all these deeper secrets and keeping Torah b'shleimus, we connect ourselves who are doing it, those who are able to fulfill, those whose purpose is taste and Kabbalah, so hopefully illuminate the Shekhinah. The whole point is to bring out, once again, through Penimis Torah. Wow, look at that bump. Through Penimis Torah, we bring out the Shekhinah. We bring out the good in Am Yisrael. That's what Tzaddikim are busy with. They're busy with the Nekudas Tovas, with the Yidus Arachimim, with the mercy, with the fact that all of Amei Kulam Tzaddikim, that all of Klal Yisrael Tzaddikim. You know, because I was listening to Shira Moshe Weinberger, and he was saying over deep ideas, and Rav Weinberger is going through this concept of Hashgacha Pratis right now, which is something that's come up a lot in the Torah world. Is it Hashgacha Pratis every single thing? So Rav Weinberger is obviously showing, even through the Rambam, all the way through, that there is. And then after the end of the shir, the people were like, yeah, but this sounds like Torah is for Tzaddikim, So Rav Weinberger responded to one of the guys, Amei Kulam Tzaddikim. All Tzaddikim. So fine, yeah, it's high, it's deep, but Amei Kulam Tzaddikim. That was his response. He was saying it just in a stum conversation. Once again, even Rav Weinberger's stum conversation at the end of the shir that happened to still be recording wasn't just stum, because it was giving Chizzuk to the Amei Kulam Tzaddikim. So when judgment brings distress to the world, like these sirens and missiles, a person should sing the prayers. For prayer sung, like we just did this morning, with such purity and clarity as one cannot master, causes Hashem to take note of the radiance of the Shekhinah. This is the good in every person, and mitigate the judgment. Belief in the Tzaddikim that everything they say and do alludes to Hashem's deep mysteries also mitigates the decrees and gives strength to that whole Nakuda. Now, what does it mean providing garments? He's going to explain. Clothing the tzaddik is essentially a form of charity. In previous lessons, Rabbi Nachman explains that giving charity to tzaddik mitigates judgments. Right now, I would say for the rest of the world who, Baruch Hashem, are functioning normal, going to have a normal week of work and everything else, they should be doing more charity to Eretz Yisrael right now, more than ever. Because once again, we're all going to be feeling it, and we're all going to need the extra bit of support. So if you have family out there, anyone listening, or you have friends who live in Eretz Yisrael, and they're struggling a bit more right now, because things are cancelling, events they plan to be involved with, this and that, reach out to them and help them. Don't make them have to reach out to you, because it's not like we have to, all the hundreds of thousands of charities that go around Purim, Baruch Hashem, because Am Yisrael's busy. This is a direct friendship with someone you care about. Reach out and say, "Are you okay? Do you need help for Purim? Do you need help for Pesach? Obviously, you're going to have a challenging time period. I'm here to help." And those who, Baruch Hashem, who still have businesses abroad and they're still functioning, they can even more feel it, and they can help the people close to them around. Anyway, the reason that Hashem himself is hidden with many levushim is to afford man a possibility of free will. As man seeks Hashem, the levushim become transparent, and the radiant light of Hashem hidden within shines forth. This is alluded to the Rebbe's lessons, which speaks of removing the dark garments from the Shekhinah and clothing her in radiant garments. Primarily, the revelation of the Shekhinah, God's divine presence in all things, is accomplished by the Tzaddik. Thus, the Tzaddik, although it responds to the sphere of Yesod, is associated with the Shekhinah. Seeing the tzaddik is seeing the countenance of the Shekhinah. Therefore, when a person clothes a tzaddik in a garment, it's akin to providing radiant garments for the Shekhinah, and thereby getting rid of decrees, any judgments, any missiles, it's miracles what Hashem's doing for us. Again, it's Purim miracles. We have to thank Hashem publicly. He got rid of Khomeini. Ka Haman. I saw that. That was a good one. Ka Hameini. Yeah, he's like Haman. Imam is on Purim. These days are all days where you could read the Megillah. On the day Yud Aleph of Adar, you could have read the Megillah according to the Shittas and Shas. And we read about the Haman being Tala Alaitz. What do you want to say?
I heard that from Yenuka.
Yenuka.
Amman, all these people, again, now these Dorot.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, so there's a Gilgal of all the Rishonim, again, they come back. Like what happened in the 1946 Purim Fest. Anyone saw that? And I don't know if anyone saw the movie of Nuremberg, is that the name of the movie? Yeah? It's a movie that came out recently with the whole trial of all the 10 Machshamans, the Nazis. And even in the movie, Gedaliah Fentz said it, I didn't see it yet, but apparently in the movie they showed the Nazis screaming out Purim Fest 1946 when the 10 of them were about to be hung, like 10 sons of Haman. In the movie, in a modern day movie right now, screaming out, they had to show the truth. That's what happened. So why Purim Fest? Because it's like you're saying, it's happening now. These Rishonim are coming back again and again, and they're coming only for our sake, to help us come to choose Hashem and to reveal Hashem's radiance through the Tzaddikim, and what's happening? Baruch Hashem, they're being destroyed, just like we need them destroyed back then and being destroyed now. Purim Dik. This is Mamit Purim. This is revelation of Purim, the Gilui Mamish. The Megillah is happening in front of us. Rishlam was talking about it last night this year. It's happening in front of us. It's not like some Baba Mice. It's real. And praise Hashem, we should have refuahs, we should have Yeshuas, with David, we should have healings and good news for all of our families and friends in the merit of the Tzaddikim. And thus Rabbi Nachman has shown how judges through prayer and song, who were dancing around just before. This gets rid of the judgments. And Bez Hashem, we should be Zocher, Pashas, Kisisa, we have the Shkolem, we have all the Lebedik Pasha, a lot of energy going on. That energy should be Latova, should be for Shuas and Rachmim and Mashiach and Kenim, Amen.
Amen.
And Freilich and Purim, everyone.